Imagine stepping onto a patio where the stone never overheats, shrugs off red wine spills, and looks like it was carved from a Tuscan quarry. That's the magic of next-gen porcelain pavers, and they're rewriting outdoor design for 2025. Today on Luxury Home Decor, we're diving into landscape paver ideas that can lift curb appeal, boost resale value, and turn plain soil into a refined extension of your living room. Stick around for smart tips and season-savvy inspiration. First, let's ground ourselves in purpose. Pavers do more than form a walkway. They set mood, guide traffic, and define zones. Whether you crave a minimalist Zen garden or a bohemian social hub, the right paver pattern can echo your interior style outdoors. Think of them as exterior rugs that won't fade, giving you an endless palette of shapes, textures, and joint widths to play with while anchoring furniture and plantings on a stable, weed-resistant surface. Seasonal strategy starts with spring, a time when drainage is tested by thawing rains. Using permeable interlocking pavers, you let water slip through joints instead of pooling beside the house, protecting foundations and keeping lawns mud-free. Choose light sandstone or warm beige units to amplify emerging greenery, and alternate sizes in a random lay for a natural, just-discovered aesthetic that feels at home with budding tulips and flowering fruit trees. Summer's searing heat demands surfaces that stay comfortable barefoot while reflecting harsh light. Porcelain slabs in pale dove gray or cool mist tones answer both calls, delivering a spa-like calm and resisting sun bleaching. Large format pieces reduce grout lines, making small patios read larger and easier to hose down after pool parties. Pair them with stainless outdoor kitchens and charcoal wicker seating to create a crisp resort vibe that's effortless to maintain through barbecue season. Come autumn, the design conversation shifts to warmth. Earth-toned pavers, think baked terracotta, dusky copper, and muted sage. Mirror falling leaves while providing visual heat on cooler evenings. Arrange them in a herringbone weave so shadows dance across the surface. Then layer rattan lanterns and wool cushions for cozy gatherings around the fire pit. Choosing these grounded hues aligns with 2025's wider color forecast toward nature-inspired palettes, ensuring your patio feels current yet timeless. When winter arrives, durability and traction move to the front of the design brief. Concrete pavers with a textured shot blast finish grip boots even when frosty, and darker charcoal tones absorb feeble sunlight, subtly warming the surface. Install them over a polymeric sand bed to block ice-inducing moisture, and outline the area with integrated LED stair nosing for safe, atmospheric illumination during long nights. A well-thought winter palette keeps outdoor spaces usable all year. Budget doesn't have to be a barrier. It can spark creativity. Hunt salvage yards for reclaimed brick or cobble. Then wet saw the salvaged pieces into slim paver strips that install like tile yet cost a fraction of new stone. The weathered patina tells a story modern materials can't replicate. And pairing vintage texture with sleek steel planters bridges old and new. Seal lightly to protect character while preventing moss growth in humid months. A rising favorite for 2025 is the mixed-size, free-form patio that tosses the rulebook aside to imitate nature. Combine rectangles, squares, and elongated planks in complementary tones, leaving irregular seams that you infill with decorative gravel or low-growing thyme. The irregular geometry softens hardscaping and blends seamlessly with planting beds, making the space feel older and more organic. Because cuts are minimal, this approach is both cost-efficient and sustainably mindful of waste. Environmental performance is no longer optional. Permeable pavers ranked among the fastest-growing hardscape categories this year, reflecting tougher stormwater codes and homeowner ethics. By letting rainfall filter through joint aggregates, these systems reduce runoff, recharge groundwater, and may even earn green tax incentives. Choose models with high compressive strength so driveways handle vehicle loads without rutting, and coordinate infill stone with roof color for a cohesive palette that subtly unifies architecture and landscape. At the premium end, large format 2 cm porcelain slabs dominate design blogs because they deliver interior quality outdoors. Their rectified edges allow razor-thin joints, creating the illusion of monolithic stone while resisting stains, scratches, and freeze-thaw cycles. Install them on adjustable pedestal systems over existing concrete to conceal cracks without demolition, an elegant retrofit that saves both time and landfill space. Their realistic stone graphics make even compact terraces look expansive and impeccably tailored. Color gurus forecast 2025 outdoor palettes that balance serenity and soul. Expect to see dusty greens, wheat beiges, and rich terracotta mingling with subtle charcoal veining, echoing the shift toward earth-centric living. Selecting complementary paver hues lets you weave indoor paint colors seamlessly into alfresco areas, making transitions feel intentional rather than abrupt. To keep things lively, introduce just one contrasting accent, perhaps a cobalt ceramic planter, so the neutral foundation stays sophisticated, not flat. If you crave pattern play, borrow from classic French parterres by alternating square pavers with squares of dwarf mondo grass or synthetic turf. The checkerboard layout injects rhythm, directs foot traffic, and doubles as drainage thanks to permeable gaps. Scale squares to your lot. 24-inch modules read crisply on compact balconies, while 36-inch panels suit wide lawns. Keep paver color light so the foliage grid pops, and edge the composition with clipped boxwood for definition. Borders act like picture frames for ground planes, elevating even plain concrete pavers. Outline patios with a darker soldier course laid perpendicular to field units, or inset a single band of contrasting stone to divide a dining zone from a lounging area. The subtle color shift guides movement subconsciously while echoing trim colors on window casings. To save on cuts, order border pieces in factory-made thicknesses that match your main pavers for a flush finish. Great landscapes shine after sunset, so embed low-voltage LED strip lights between paver joints at key thresholds. The glow hovers just above ground level, fostering ambience and safety without clunky fixtures. Choose warm white for entertaining zones and cooler temperatures to accent architectural facades in the background. Because pavers are modular, you can lift a course and retrofit wiring later, protecting resale value by avoiding permanent saw cuts into concrete slabs. Small courtyards benefit from diagonal running bond layouts that trick the eye into perceiving breadth. Start from the corner closest to the door and run pavers at 45 degrees, letting joints lead visitors outward rather than straight to a wall. Select mid-tone neutral colors that neither close the space nor glare, and mirror the angle in overhead string lights for visual harmony. Pair the pattern with slim, armless seating to maintain circulation in tight quarters. A meandering garden path invites discovery and softens architecture. Lay narrow rectangular pavers in a stretcher bond following a gentle curve, keeping joint gaps consistent for rhythm. Plant low lavender or ornamental grasses along the outer edge so fronds spill onto the walkway, blurring boundaries. This strategy extends perceived distance, making modest yards feel expansive. Curves are also practical, allowing you to skirt existing trees and utilities without the cost of major excavation. In contemporary lifestyles, patios multitask as gyms, dining rooms, and home theaters. Plan a grid of modular pavers sized to fit standard outdoor rugs and projector screens, leaving conduit pockets for speaker cables. Opt for slip-resistant textures so HIIT workouts feel secure. Then overlay low-profile rubber tiles during exercise and store them in a deck box afterward. This layered approach keeps hardscape visually pristine while accommodating ever-changing family routines without permanent trade-offs. To give your yard a luxury resort feel, divide it into purposeful rooms, using subtle paver transitions. Shift from a tight basket-weave dining terrace to wide ashlar pieces in the lounging zone, signaling a mood change without physical walls. Complement these ground cues with ceiling effects. A pergola over dining, open sky above chaise longues. Layering underfoot textures and overhead structures creates intimacy while maintaining continuity, much like open-plan interiors that still feel organized. Even the most beautiful paver job needs care. Sweep polymeric sand into joints once a year to deter ants, and pressure wash on the lowest setting to avoid etching surface sealants. In freeze-prone climates, skip salt deicers. Use calcium magnesium acetate instead, which is gentler on both pets and paver surfaces. Reseal porcelain every 5 years to refresh UV filters. And lightly acid rinse concrete to remove efflorescence so colors remain vibrant and inviting. Furniture selection can amplify or undermine your paver palette. On warm terracotta, choose matte black aluminum frames and cream cushions to strike contemporary balance, whereas cooler slate surfaces love teak and indigo textiles for nautical flair. To avoid wobble, specify pieces with adjustable feet that compensate for minor undulations. Laying a complementary outdoor rug under seating not only protects pavers from chair scraping but also visually anchors groups, making conversations feel cozy, not scattered. Pavers meet their full potential when paired with thoughtful planting. Choose grasses and perennials that echo surface tones. Blue fescue beside slate, bronze sedge alongside cinnamon clay. Use raised steel edging to contain soil, preventing it from bleeding onto joints during heavy rain. Repeating plant forms at interval bays of the patio reinforces structure while letting seasonal blooms provide variety. This rhythm between hard and soft elements balances order with organic whimsy.